mean, this is part of what was nice about leaving here, is that I've done stuff in New York that I never would have done if I'd stayed here. I mean, maybe I would have, who knows? I mean, one thing I did, which is New York, I was talking about this with somebody the other night who does Alexander work here. Nice woman, and I was just saying how part of what's nice about New York is there's just these somatic disciplines and things to study and learn that there just isn't in Chicago. I mean, you know, there's all kinds of stuff. And I did a lot of Alexander work with this woman, June Ekman, at Feldenkrais work. There's this continuum work I was doing. You know, I would do all this stuff. I was taking class at the Cunningham studio. And I dove into that stuff. And part of it was, as much as possible, I reinvented myself. Because part of what was, it was very freeing, you see, because here, like I was saying, it was just so defined, but there, you know, I mean, there wasn't any frame of reference to put me in, so I could be whoever the hell I wanted to be. And it was very freeing that way. It was totally freeing. I missed going to things there and knowing everybody, and for some reason I just had this idea, which I had done a lot of traveling around America, dancing solo stuff. I'd go around on the bus. You know, I was known for this. You know, I did these 2-month tours. I'd organize them. And it was all great. It was in like the late 70s. I mean, it was before cell phones, before computers. You're just out there. I mean, I used to buy those phone cards so I could call if I had to call out. So I organized a whole around the world tour. And I was gone from 2004. I left in the fall and came back in the fall a year later. I was gone for a whole year. And I went I went a lot in Eastern Europe, and I wanted to go to Russia. Who wouldn't want to go to Russia? I guess some people wouldn't want to go to Russia. But some of it is I'm old enough to remember the Cold War. I remember all that stuff. And there's all those stereotypes and myths about Russia, which have a lot of truth to them. So I want to go to Russia. So I went, and this, you know, through connections, this woman organized this little performance for me. I was improvising then, and then I just kept going back. And then I just kept going back, and I kept going back, and I've gotten suckered into learning the language, and partly it is I have a studio apartment in New York City, and I sublet that, so I make money, and it pays me to go away. Partly it's sort of a habit. I'm used to being there, and it's not like disliking the place. I mean, it's kind of a kicky place. It's not boring. It's not like you go to Finland. Finland's kind of a snooze. I mean, it is. It's just clean, but the Russia is just, there's a rawness about the place. I mean, and part of it is, who wants to be in America all the time? I mean, it's just nice to get out of here. It really is. I mean, it's crazy here now. You know, you just put up all this crap going on in this country. It's not that Russia's any great mecca of any sort, but I'm not that facile with the language that it just gets. I mean, here you're inundated with it. You can't escape it.